Hi friends, welcome back. We had started with the electric potential of chapter number 2. We took the electric potential for different systems. First we took for a single point charge. The formula came out to be V equal to KQ upon R, where K is a constant, Coulomb's constant, can be written as 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0. Q is the charge, source charge, and R is the distance at which we want the potential. This was the formula for electric potential due to a single point like charge. Then we have taken the case of multiple charges where we add the potentials due to each charge separately. V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3 and so on. Then we took the case of continuous charge distribution in which we take a small element. We find potential due to that small element of charge and then we integrate over the entire charge distribution. After that we have taken the case of a spherical shell. In that case we have seen that electric potential inside is equal to that on the surface and that was kq upon capital R, radius of the sphere, and outside the sphere same formula, point like charge formula. Now we move on to one more system, that is electric dipole. As you know that electric dipole is a system of two equal and unlike charges separated by a finite distance. We have to find potential due to that electric dipole. Suppose this is an electric dipole. Let's say charge plus q and charge minus q, negative q. Distance them, we give it a name 2a. This distance we call it as 2a. Suppose the center point of the charge, let's say point O, and we want to find electric potential at point P. Now point P will have is at a distance R1 from plus positive charge and at a distance R2 from negative charge. And with respect to center, the distance of point P is R. So we have to find the electric potential at point P, which is lying at a distance R from the dipole. We know that center of the dipole is always taken as a reference point. With respect to center, the distance is R. We have to obtain the electric potential at point P due to this positive charge as well as negative charge, means the dipole. Now, potential at point P. At point P, potential due to these two charges will be V equal to V1 plus V2. Let's say equation number 1. Now let's obtain V1 for charge plus Q. Potential at point P will be V1 equal to K charge Q upon distance R1. Upon distance R1. Now let's analyze this R1. So for R1 we can say that from figure, taking the position vectors. Now this is R1 is a position vector, R1 bar is a position vector of point P from positive charge. Then position vector of Q with respect to center is A bar. And this is a position vector of point P with respect to center, that is R bar. So vectorially if we say that, we see then A bar plus R1 bar is equal to R bar. So that makes R1 bar equal to R bar minus A bar. And if we take the magnitude, here we require the magnitude. So magnitude R1 will be equal to root of R square plus A square minus 2 R into A cos theta, where theta is the angle between the two. Where theta is angle between R bar and A bar. That means this is the angle theta. And a point P is lying at an angle theta with respect to the center. So this is the formula. Now, simplifying this formula, what we get is R1 square equal to R square plus A square minus 2AR cos theta. All the minus 2AR cos theta. Okay. Now, taking out R square common on the right side, what we get is 1 plus A square by R square minus 2A upon R cos theta raised to, as it is, that's R1 square. Now, as A is very much smaller than R, we know usually point P lies at a large distance, so R is quite bigger than A. So in that case, A square will be still very much smaller than R square. Therefore, implies A square by R square will be very much less than 1. So this term will be negligible in comparison to 1. This term, second term, will be negligible in comparison to 1. So neglecting this term, what we get is r1 square equal to r square into 1 minus 2a cos theta upon r. So what we want is r1. Taking square root, r1 is equal to r into 1 minus 2a cos theta upon r whole raised to half. Okay, we want 1 upon r1. So therefore 1 upon r1 will be equal to 1 upon r into 1 minus 2a cos theta upon r raised to minus half. Now using binomial theorem, our old trick, we were using this binomial theorem with the condition that neglecting higher terms. And we had seen that this trick removes the power. So what you get now is you have to multiply this power in the second term. So therefore 1 upon r1 will be equal to 1 upon r. This will be multiplied here. So this will be 1 plus a cos theta upon r. The 2 will go off with this one. Okay. So using binomial theorem we get this one. The power to multiply with this one. Let me remind you 1 plus x whole raised to n. Using binomial theorem it becomes 1 plus nx. Using binomial theorem and neglecting higher terms, we can simply write it this one. So that is what we have done. The power multiplied to the second term. Power multiplied to the second term. 1 by 2 with a negative sign here multiplied becomes plus a cos theta by r. So this is 1 upon r1. Therefore, v1 will be equal to kq upon kq into 1 upon r1 upon r into 1 plus a cos theta upon r. Now, working out for the second chart negative q. Going through the entire process. No need to go for entire process. Similarly, you can write the same method. If you can see, then you can write v2 equal to k into negative q upon r into 1. Now what will happen here? A bar will be like this. So r2 bar will be r bar minus a bar. R2 bar will be r bar minus a bar. The same thing will go ahead and you will get the same result. So what you get is R2 bar pause करना. So v2 bar will get is minus k into negative q upon r2 will be given by going similar way. We'll get 1 upon r2 equal to 1 upon r into 1 minus a cos theta upon r. Why minus sign? Because this a bar will be reverse. A bar for second chart minus q will be negative a bar. Because this is a bar and this is minus a bar. And using that here, you will get plus. So plus, 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 plus again. And this minus sign will come here. So minus. So that's how what makes a change. So this will be minus a cos theta upon r. Taking this minus sign inside, what you get is kq upon r 1. Sorry, we will not be taking that way. Now, using v1 and v2 in equation 1. Now putting v1 and v2 in equation 1. What we get is v is equal to v1 k q upon r into 1 plus a cos theta upon r. Okay, and v2 plus k into negative q upon r into 1 minus a cos theta upon r. So simplifying these two, we get kq upon r common. Kq by r is common, both of them. 1 plus a cos theta upon r minus 1 plus a cos theta upon r. So this will be kq into 2a cos theta upon r square. 1 cancel, this will be doubled. So 2a cos theta upon r square. So this will be k into 2qa into cos theta upon r square. And 2qa forms the dipole moment P. So kp cos theta upon r square. That's the formula for potential at a point due to this dipole. Potential at a point P due to this electric dipole. Go to the entire derivation. If you find any doubt, just give me a call. So what we ultimately got the formula for electric dipole. For electric dipole, the formula for potential at point P was V equal to K P cos theta upon R square. Normally we find that potential is inversely proportional to only single R. Distance का single power होता है, पर यहाँ पे it is square. Be very much careful. In case of dipole, electric potential is inversely proportional to square of distance. Then you would say that dimensionally it will go wrong. No, it's not that. Here P has unit coulomb upon coulomb into meter, and this has meter square. So dimensionally it will come the same. Dimensionally it will come the same because instead of Q, it is a dipole moment which has charge into distance, and therefore dimensionally it goes correct. But remember well, this is a very exclusive case. In case of electric dipole, electric potential is directly proportional, inversely proportional to square of distance between them. Square. जबकि normally in potential it is inversely proportional to simply R. Be very much careful. Secondly, this we can represent in vector form also. You will be surprised. Okay, potential being a scalar quantity, how can you represent it in vector form? No, we are getting the formula only in vector form. How? We can write this as K into P bar dot R cap upon R square. Now, as it's a dot product, it's purely a scalar. So V is still a scalar quantity. No problem, safe and sound. Then how does this become this one? P bar dot R cap. P bar dot R cap. इसके बारे में बात करें तो this will be P R cos theta. नहीं, R cap का मैग्नीट्यूड कितना होता है? यूनिट वेक्टर का तो हमेशा 1 होता है. So this will be simply P cos theta. Now what does it indicate? डायपोल मोमेंट कौन सी डायरेक्शन में? नेगेटिव से पॉजिटिव चार्ज की डायरेक्शन में. ये डायरेक्शन हो गया डायपोल मोमेंट का, एंड ये डायरेक्शन आर बार का. तो दोनों के बीच का एंगल थीटा, तो दोनों का डॉट प्रोडक्ट यानी कि डायपोल मोमेंट का एज वेल एज पोजीशन वेक्टर ऑफ पॉइंट पी विद रिस्पेक्ट टू सेंटर ऑफ द डायपोल, इन दोनों का डॉट प्रोडक्ट इज टू बी टेकन. ओके, सो दैट्स द फॉर्मूला इन वेक्टर फॉर्म. नो डाउट वी नॉर्मली यूज दिस फॉर्मूला, बट दिस आल्सो इज वन ऑफ द alternate formula which can be taken if the quantities are given in terms of vectors. Hope you understand that. Next we go for cases of dipole. Now angle theta आया है तो cases तो आएंगे. 3 केस पॉसिबल होंगे. पहला थीटा इक्वल टू 0 डिग्री, यानी कि पी बार और आर बार दोनों सेम डायरेक्शन में. वो कैसे हो सकता है? थीटा इक्वल टू 0 डिग्री. तो ये कौन सा केस हो गया? पॉजिटिव चार्ज, नेगेटिव चार्ज, पॉजिटिव चार्ज एंड पॉइंट पी यहाँ पे है. पी बार एंड पोजिशन वेक्टर आर बार दोनों सेम डायरेक्शन में, दोनों के बीच का एंगल 0. थीटा अगर 0 तो cos थीटा विल बी 1. तो देयरफॉर पोटेंशियल विल बी के पी अपॉन आर स्क्वायर. cos थीटा इज 1 तो के पी अपॉन आर स्क्वायर. दैट्स द पोटेंशियल ऑन द. एंड ये लाइन कौन सी हो गई? वी रिमेंबर दिस इज कॉल्ड इक्वेटोरियल लाइन. तो इन केस ऑफ इक्वेटोरियल लाइन दिस थीटा इक्वल 0 मींस इक्वेटोरियल लाइन. तो इन केस ऑफ पॉइंट ऑन इक्वेटोरियल लाइन पोटेंशियल इज Kp अपॉन आर स्क्वायर. सेकेंड केस वी टेक, ये पहला केस ले लिया. दूसरा केस थीटा इक्वल टू 90 डिग्री. थीटा इक्वल 90 डिग्री मतलब क्या? तो इमीडिएटली बोलोगे सर ये तो सॉरी ये हो गया एक्सियल लाइन एंड ये हो गया इक्वेटोरियल लाइन. दिस एक्सियल लाइन, तो ये तो हो गया इक्वेटोरियल लाइन. मतलब क्या? परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर पे कोई भी पॉइंट पी ले लिया. नाउ थीटा इक्वल 90 डिग्री, सो cos थीटा विल बी 0, तो पोटेंशियल इज 0 ऑन इक्वेटोरियल लाइन एट एनी पॉइंट. इक्वेटोरियल लाइन में अब परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर, इसके किसी भी पॉइंट पे ले लो, पोटेंशियल विल ऑलवेज बी 0. तुम सोचोगे ऐसा क्यों हो गया? देखो इक्वेटोरियल लाइन यहाँ पे कैसा बनेगा? यूं. अब यहाँ से डिस्टेंस और यहाँ से डिस्टेंस दोनों सेम, आर इज सेम, चार्ज एक पॉजिटिव एक नेगेटिव, तो टोटल फोर्स वैल्यू 0 हो जाएगा. तो एट एनी पॉइंट ऑन इक्वेटोरियल लाइन पोटेंशियल इज ऑलवेज 0. ये याद रखने का. थर्ड केस इज थीटा इज 180 डिग्री. दैट इज अगेन ऑन एक्सियल लाइन. ये कौन सा केस हो गया? पी बार एंड आर बार दोनों ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में. पी पॉइंट यहाँ पे हो तो पी बार एंड आर बार दोनों ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन हो गए. ऐसे केस में cos थीटा इज -1, सो पोटेंशियल भी कम्स आउट टू बी negative Kp upon r square. These are the 3 cases of potential. Now here one question can be 3 mark question. Obtain the expression for electric dipole, electric potential due to electric dipole. 3 मार्क का क्वेश्चन डेरिवेशन है. फिर 2 मार्क का क्वेश्चन बन सकता है स्टेट द फॉर्मूला एंड डिस्कस द केसेस। तो दो क्वेश्चन हुए हमारे पास, एक 3 मार्क का डेरिवेशन, दूसरा 2 मार्क का स्टेट द फॉर्मूला एंड डिस्कस द केसेस। ओके।